You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE NXT After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE NXT After Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another NXT After Show right here on AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm your host, Cathy Kelley, and joining me today, he's moving on up in the world. He has a new belt, a new championship.
Well, it's not mine just yet. This gentleman and I, Mr. Soapbox Mark, have joined in allegiance with one another to fight in a battle of digital wrestling supremacy. This is the Pixel Pro Wrestling title belt, which we will fight for every week on our new YouTube channel, Soapboxcar TV.
But we'll get to that later.
I'm digging this controller on the...
Solid gold.
Yeah.
Solid gold!
That's where all of the
this
budget
man's
went.
got the means!
That's where all of the budget went.
Yes. So, true Hobo.
Howdy! I just was, I mean, you
He was so excited about this belt.
I know, right?
It is beautiful. Repping Australia, Mexico, the U.S.
Japan and Canada.
Canada.
You're
Oh,
on the
I
back.
don't even see the back.
It's got
Crazy.
two more plates you can't see.
Yeah.
Cool. Worldwide. And sitting next to True
Worldwide
Hobo.
entertainment.
Soapbox Mark himself.
Yeah, hello, that's me.
That's you!
Soapbox, the smart Mark Donica.
Yes.
Mark.
It's a
Mark Donica.
lot of things to do.
That's a very long name.
Yeah, it's fine though.
It works.
Yeah, I dig it.
Cool.
Nobody
That's
else
why I
has
say
it.
Yeah, it's mine.
So, out of the 7 billion people in the world, you are the only one with that name.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm unique, just like everybody else.
You are unique.
Just like a snowflake.
Beautiful. Speaking of snowflakes, Bubbles. I don't know.
Bubbles.
I don't know how to try.
Yes, great transition
Segue.
into tonight's episode of NXT. The girl coming down to the ring first, Emma, accompanied by Bubbles. And
Bubbles are actually a thing. They're not a person.
yeah,
I don't think you
Accompanied by
can technically
Bubbles.
be accompanied by Bubbles.
you could be.
Can you?
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
If Summer on a Stick is still a thing, you can be accompanied by Bubbles.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well played.
Yes. 4 weeks ago is when Charlotte faced Emma last, and that seems like it was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, it
maybe?
doesn't
It does
That's
not seem like it was a
hard to
month
believe.
ago.
Yeah.
Time has been flying. On commentary tonight, we have Renee Young for this match, and then Regal, Saxton, and Tom Phillips. Coming down to the ring next, Sasha Banks, accompanied by Summer on a Stick, and Charlotte and the Bubbles are still there. So
And they tried to pop all the bubbles on their way out, working as fast and furiously as they could.
Bubbles
yes.
showing some bipartisanship here.
Yeah.
Not for any side, just an equal opportunity
Equal
Bubbles.
opportunity Bubbles.
They're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of Sasha Banks' new jacket?
Flippin' loved it.
Badass. And I'm a
Really
guy
cool.
who knows flashy jackets.
Yeah, I like
You're not
that.
wearing your flashing one.
That SB belt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really,
Looking
really
good.
slick, really cool, and nobody, I mean, aside from the giant SB, I don't think anybody else could rock that. Maybe Chris Jericho, but aside from that, just Sasha Banks could,
I mean,
could
she's
rock
like,
that jacket.
now she's upgraded herself to the female Chris Jericho. That's a hell of a step up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's, next thing is it just
You
has the
didn't think
glove.
it looked ratchet at all?
I did not know.
The crowd certainly thought
This
so.
crowd.
I mean, it fits her character, so I was loving that chant. They were chanting "Sasha is ratchet" during part of it, and that's just, I mean,
I don't know if the Euros who watch this show quite know what that is.
ratchet
but,
is.
Dr.
Look it up on
Ratchet.
UrbanDictionary.com.
Yes.
Do
Or
that.
YouTube.
Or YouTube.
guess,
Equally
yeah,
colorful.
YouTube, yeah.
Okay,
No, you'll get Ratchet right away.
cool.
Yeah.
So the match begins, and Emma starts out with some very Santino-ish air boxing.
No, that's Emma Fu.
Emma Fu.
It's Emma Fu.
Okay.
Yes, it's the martial
Like
art
Kung
of
Fu, but
right,
Emma's.
but it's hers alone. It's how she pops the bubbles. It's the fighting style she uses. You know.
Yeah. Ends up doing the dilemma on the ropes, which that move always looks so cool.
Yeah.
And then the Emma-mite sandwich.
Perfect.
Is that supposed to be like Vegemite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
She just smiled and gave her an Emma-mite sandwich.
She did. She really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Americans don't like Vegemite that much, so
No.
Sasha Banks did not appreciate
I don't think I've
the
ever
Emma-mite.
had it. What does it taste like?
It tastes like funk.
There you go.
No,
That's a good-
actually, the first time I had it, I was disgusted by it. The second time, I was like, okay, I could see why. Like, this is an acquired taste. If you grow up with it, it's something. It's very salty,
Really?
but it's the equivalent to peanut butter. Like in Australia, they don't really have peanut butter, so it's the equivalent. Like you put it on everything.
Well, okay, all right. I can follow you on that. What's it made out of? Do we know? It's
Veggies.
a veggie. It's a veggie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vegetables and dust
honestly.
mites.
Some sort of cured vegetable extract
Yeah.
thing that kind of looks
It's
like.
very salty. It's brown.
Yeah,
it's
It's like,
like
a Branston
a-
pickle.
It looks like my teeth.
It's a thinner consistency than peanut butter, like a creamy peanut butter.
All right.
Slightly thinner, yeah.
All right.
So that's it. But back to the match. Sasha ends up inadvertently knocking Charlotte off the edge of the ring. And then Emma does the Emma lock for the win. Any other standout points in this match for you guys?
Well, I liked Emma's offense. The offense that
Yeah.
she used to start this match up was literally meant to just throw Sasha off kilter. When Sasha went for a drop down, there was Emma right next to her, just looking at her like, "Hey, how's it going?
Like they're at
How
a
you doing?"
sleepover.
It was very weird, and it worked perfectly because Sasha didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you can very much see Santino's influence on Emma's fighting style. And it didn't come off as like super comedic. It's just kind of a natural extension of Emma. So
It's a mind game. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's meant to throw your opponent off so you can take advantage.
Yeah.
and it totally worked.
It did.
Yeah. But overall, very good, solid match.
Yeah. And not too fast. It seemed like the pace was like we had 5 matches tonight and the first 4 happened within the first half an hour.
Yeah.
So, I mean, none of them were really super squashy, but
Well,
The
except for,
well,
except for the
Ascension.
Ascension.
That's true. Yeah, except
Yeah.
excuse me, forgive me. But yeah, no, there was a lot of good offense from Sasha, but Emma was in control the entire
I think
time.
Sasha has just really come into this character.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
at first it was a little bit shaky, but now she's just completely all in.
She's the
and it's
boss.
working.
It
Yeah.
embodies her. She is it. It is her. They are inseparable.
I love
Yep.
Sasha. Love Sasha and the BFFs, and it's the BSFs, and it's good to see her in action more.
Yeah.
More.
I wonder when we will finally see Summer back, though.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Well,
Or
I mean-
are they just going to give up on the Summer on a Stick thing?
I don't think so.
Who did I hear a rumor from that Summer was going to be replaced by Alicia Fox
Oh,
or
yeah, I
somebody
heard.
else? Some silly rumor mill stuff. I mean, we'll see if it happens, but
Oh, I heard Alexis Bliss is who
Yeah,
they were
Alexis
saying.
Bliss.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I don't know.
I would like to see her back on the tapings.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean,
Yeah. So, anyways. Let's move on to we got a Mojo Rawley hype package, which was that.
that was a really high package.
It feels a little soon for a hype package for Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, especially since Paige got her first hype package tonight.
Right.
But
Which hype package
she's
are we talking about?
Champ.
Yeah, that it seemed a little bit more deserved, but Mojo's, I mean, since the majority of his offense is the same thing, almost like Ultimate Warrior or a 5 Moves of Doom type of thing, it's weird to, it's like, you know that all of those matches
Yeah.
that they were taken from, that was essentially all that he did.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
a little weird.
I want people to prove themselves to get to the top, not be forced down our throats and then.
That's what it's starting to turn into.
Yeah.
I like Mojo. I like him. I think he's a good dude, but the company has seen something in him, and they are pushing him hard to the front. And I think it's a little bit too soon.
Yeah.
But it is good. We were reminded that he is in action next week.
Yes.
Because we just saw him last week.
At least we know. But
Yeah.
now we know. For
Now
sure.
we know for sure.
Fine.
I'd rather an Adam Rose hype package, and we've only seen him twice.
Right.
Another backstage segment with him at another party. That would be great.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
speaking of Adam Rose, can we talk about his theme music one more time? No, I'm just kidding.
God, I will lose it on this show.
I'm just going to say that people in the comments agreed with Mark and I.
I don't know what it is.
Don't care.
I know you don't care, but I can't explain it. But I've been listening to that theme over and over, and there's something so restrained about the hey as opposed to the woo. I don't know what it is. It's more in instead of out. That's all I'll say about it. I just wanted to say that. I love you. So our next match was the Ascension.
Yes.
In a bloody affair, almost, versus Jack Hurley and John Vandal. You know, people we've heard of.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I've
Tag
heard
team,
those names.
rising up in the NXT ranks.
Yeah, no intro for either of them. New camera shot for the Ascension, though.
They just look like they kind of popped in out of frame.
What it looked like, it looked like my computer, which we watched this on, was malfunctioning. Like, it was pixelated, and then we realized that it was the back screen drop, and then they just sort of, like, they rise up.
It looked like a network error.
They were
Yeah.
Something's wrong with the network. Oh, no, wait, that's the Ascension.
No, it's the Ascension's new intro.
We need to do something a little different with that. I like the idea, but the follow-through, not quite
Yeah.
there.
If they don't have enough room to give them like a trap door to actually rise up through, they're probably just testing that look for whenever they bring them up, so they can actually have like an old Gangrel Brood style.
Like some dry ice smoke and.
Oh yeah, just a
Something.
big, huge billowing thing, and they just come up from the middle of it. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Put them on the main roster already.
Yeah.
I want to see him run in on Undertaker and Lesnar.
Well, people get confused because Connor looks like Undertaker Jr.
Well, they are the Undertaker's kids. Is what we established.
That's exactly why they should break up this match.
I know. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
that's going to
weird.
happen. But
If
I
they
think
do
people would be pissed.
if they do
care.
a bit where they're like where they're clones of the Undertaker, and that's how they were raised. I don't know. Just because
Actually-
Connor looks so much like
And
like
if
now,
Victor had his hair down, I guess he could be the old school
he
Undertaker.
looks like Ministry of Darkness Undertaker.
kinda.
Yeah,
That
that'd
could work.
That's weird.
Let's do it. Come on.
I'm down. Ben, I mean, they've done more outrageous storylines.
More sillier stuff than that, but yeah, it was a good match, but it was a little hard to watch.
It was very short. The Ascension ends up winning with the Fall of Man, and either Jack Hurley or John Vandal looks like
Some
just
poor
got
SOB.
his. I don't even know.
I mean, he was trying to.
Head smash.
Connor was trying to slam him into the ropes, thus catching his feet and causing greater impact on his back. But he
did it
like,
3 times.
He over-rotated the first time, and the dude landed on the back of his noggin. He looked like he was out. The referee was like, "Oh man, you all right?"
He wanted to
kept
prove
going.
that he's ready for,
Anything.
TV tapings, I think.
I think this kid might get a push. He may be a little crazy.
I don't know. He looked like he was hitting every single rope, like bottom, middle, top.
Okay, all of the other ones after the first one looked good.
Yeah,
that first one looked deadly.
But that's the thing. The second one was like, oh, okay, he's redoing it so that he establishes that he can do a clean. But then he did it again, and that made it seem like either why would he be going for just 2? But he got it a little bit higher. It might be just a 3 body slam type of thing.
We'll see if he does it again. It
Yeah.
was new. It was different. It was interesting. It was also
Got your
scary.
attention. Got your attention.
Got my
Definitely.
attention. Damn.
And Victor was just chomping at the bit for anything at the beginning, and it was really like we've seen it a bit before. I don't know what made it seem different tonight.
He
but-
really turned it up. He looked like a caged animal.
Yeah,
I think
just leading
something
to that battle.
about, with their new entrance and having new things like the chains on him and
The
The
chainmail.
chainmail.
yeah. I just think that they've revamped themselves. They've, breathed new life into this gimmick that has been around for years, even, with other people in it. And they really needed that because it was getting stale. And I think that with, refreshing themselves now, both the guys have kind of, I don't know, it's amped them up more to do it.
I can agree with that.
It's difficult being in front of the same audience
Yeah.
for a long period of time. You really do have to go out of your way to reinvent yourself, to just tweak little things. Keep the people guessing. Every time you come out, they've got to see something new or not be certain of what they're going to see next.
And it was getting stale. I mean, we've talked
Yeah.
about this like 3 months ago. We all said we're kind of tired of the Ascension, but I like them again. I'm starting to, even with all these squash matches.
But now
I would like to see them have a formidable opponent.
Correct.
I would like to see the tag team division continue to develop or start developing.
Correct.
But I am starting to like them again.
Now that they're being established, like we're the network and Arrival are kind of like a new beginning for NXT. Since that rebirth, they've gotten a good amount of squashes, but now is the time to start bringing in the new tag teams.
Yeah. Connor and Victor were also sloppy for a little bit. If you remember back to a couple months ago, there were a couple times when
the Fall of Man
they would do the Fall of Man, or like
did.
one of them would both of them were out of the ring and they were like, oh, I guess one of us should be in there, that kind of stuff. It was just
confusion.
He was the legal man.
Yeah.
But tonight's Fall, I still don't think that the Fall of Man is like worthy enough for their like intensity, but it looked really pretty tonight.
Yeah.
It did. It really did.
Yeah.
And they deserve that win.
So we get announced. Tyler Breeze has entered the building.
I was so happy.
We all breathed a sigh of relief.
It was like a cool breeze that entered the building.
Boo.
Right.
I laughed.
Thank you.
So then Xavier Woods makes his entrance, and the water hair is back. I'm so excited. I was missing that last
People
week.
in the first 5 rows, bring your ponchos. You're gonna get wet.
They're by SeaWorld anyways. They understand if you sit that close to the action, you're gonna get...
Wrestling so real, you get a little on you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That didn't even make sense.
It will when we get to Paige's promo.
Yeah. Okay, so... Brodus Clay comes out, and he has his gimmick that he was supposed to have before when he ended up...
Well, it was kind of like his gimmick when he came in with Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
Was just that
the
rough and tumble-
bodyguard, yeah.
It's the Mastodon. The Mastodon's Destruction, or whatever they build him as, before he got the Funkasaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
kept
think
him
it
the same.
fits more. I did like the comedicness of the
was fun.
Funkasaurus and whatever, but
I don't think they knew what to do with a funny big man.
Yeah.
I don't think they quite knew
this
where to
fits.
go.
It kind of reminds me of like the 90s,
Like one-man gang.
rapper.
Oh yeah, he came out wearing like a Kangol and
And the chain.
Big chain.
Yeah.
I missed like a quick cut when they had a close up on him and his beanie, and I thought he was wearing a KFC beanie, but he wasn't. But I was just like, you really want to push that? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What
I thought you were trying to lose weight, big man. What are you doing?
That's
400 pounds.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
He's
But
gotten
he
down to 350, I think they
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
No, he looks super slim, and his height, it's perfectly kind of compensated through his body. He still looks like a big guy, but he's not like King Kong Bundy big. Like sloppy big, or just huge middle and like teeny legs.
Yeah.
He's perfect. He's not quote unquote perfect. I'm sure he's fine with his body.
There's still something about the way he moves that isn't quite right. He doesn't have like enough explosiveness of speed. You really do need that, and I think he should work on that. When he was running, he looked like he was lumbering more than anything else. You got to look confident on your feet. You got to look strong in your legs.
Yeah.
And that's something I think he's missing. He needs to probably work on a little bit.
Yeah. I want to talk about the chop that Xavier Woods gave to Brodus.
Yeah, we heard that on this
so
coast.
loud. Oh my gosh. And then Brodus does a standing power bomb and a second rope splash. Ends up getting the win.
It was a
little rough.
It was brutal. It was just like, you're done. You're done. And he was.
You could
done.
Could have pinned him right there, but he just, for that extra little piece, went up on the second rope.
Yeah.
Hit his knees real hard coming down, though, too.
He kind of always does, but I guess it sort of creates a bigger snap with his upper body, which causes more pressure.
He doesn't defy gravity.
No, he does not. Which is a good segue
into what I'm about to talk about.
Nicely done.
So then Brodus goes on, he gets on the mic and he says, WWE took everything from me. They took my music, they took my girls, they took my pride, they took my dignity. But the first thing that I'm going to take is the NXT Championship from Adrian Neville.
But he talked about his gravitational pull, which I thought was kind of funny.
Well, he's from Planet Funk.
Oh, that's true. Is he still built from Planet Funk?
I don't know.
That'd be
He
amazing if
was.
he's still serious, but he's still built from Planet Funk. Hey, man, that's where I'm from.
He just doesn't shower now, so he can still be billed.
That's good.
I love this promo though because it just like it works so well.
It reestablished him immediately.
Yeah.
And it gave him a good reason to be angry.
Yeah.
And
It
at
was like-
NXT.
Yeah,
Just,
exactly.
I'm here to go straight to the top.
Yeah.
Right. I'm rebuilding myself. I'm redoing everything to get back to the top.
Yeah. It's great.
Makes sense.
And I mean, we've been talking about for months how Xavier Woods stole his girls, stole his music, and just the fact that it was addressed just took everything full circle. I'm glad that they addressed it.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm kind of surprised that they had Neville respond like right away after that. But
Yeah.
he had a good promo too. I'm a fighting champion, but we're here to make an opportunity for ourselves. If you want an opportunity, I'll be here waiting for you. But you have to make that opportunity for yourself.
You gotta earn everything you get. You can't just get handed everything. You gotta earn it.
Yeah. So I guess we don't have to talk about that since you just talked about it. And then after Devin interviews Neville backstage, go to Yoshitatsu versus Tyler Breeze. Yoshi's been getting a lot of matches recently on NXT.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's been around a long time.
He's a good person to work against too for those guys. He's a veteran.
True.
Yeah. So Breeze ends up winning with the beauty shot, and just I loved the selfie that he took after the match while the phone was hooked up to the big screen. Takes a selfie, and Yoshi is just lifeless behind him over his shoulder.
I wish they could capture that image and he would upload it to his Instagram so that it's that extra bit of integration that you get, that extra social media. And I mean, it's a gimmicked phone, but still.
I mean, it's arguably gimmicked. We don't know how gimmicked it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing that we established in tonight's match is that they finally said on commentary, you know, even though Breeze used to be a male model, now he is not worried anymore about getting hit in the face, and he knows that he has to, you know, go all out to potentially be the NXT champion one day.
He's fully accepted the role that he has now as a professional wrestler, and we saw tonight and in a couple weeks past how much more intense and serious he's been taking it. He was he had a serious offense tonight with just a lot of beating him on the back and strong headlocks,
cheap strikes and strong locks,
and that. The beauty shot that he hit was mean. It usually is, but tonight, I don't know, like it was the darker gear, which kind of...
I mean, before I really did like the whole, he would hide from people's kicks and, you know, always shield his face.
But I mean,
yeah, you can only do that for so long.
We didn't get an opportunity to see him on the defensive at all tonight. It was 100% offensive, so... If he were against a different opponent, maybe he would try to protect his face. We don't necessarily know because we didn't have that match.
No, he was all business tonight.
It was. Making a statement.
Though we didn't get he must have been in the building for the rest of the night because we didn't get an announcement that he left.
Yes.
Good point. Good point.
Great way to end every show. Tyler Breeze is gone, so you all should just go home.
Go home. Go home.
Maybe they did it while they were on one of their commercials. Or
Maybe.
That's possible.
during the WrestleMania package.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Devin interviewing Sami Zayn backstage. He says the doctors cleared him and that Graves opened up a can of worms. And we will see their match later tonight, which we'll talk about pretty soon.
Yeah.
Actually, next.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
they went right back to Graves.
Yeah.
It was that weird
The
thing again that we
backstage
talked about last night,
exclusive.
where it's not an interview, it's somebody asking him a question.
I think that Graves did a good job with this because normally what we've said is that somehow it doesn't seem like people are connected when they're doing these, and I don't know, but Graves seemed good. He had this amazing thing about, he said Sami Zayn's the underdog, but he's the dog that wandered too far into the woods, got his paw stuck in a trap. Goes on about that, and it just...
And he
Was torn to pieces by
Yeah.
wolves.
And the
Yeah.
wolf is coming. That was great. That
was really good.
that with Graves, that's really the only place where the one cam no interviewer makes sense, because he's in the back. You're lucky if you can find him because he doesn't want to be found.
Yeah.
So it really worked for his favor tonight.
Yeah.
And the story he told was anecdotal,
Well
but,
thought
but
out.
frightening.
Yeah.
It was purposeful. It was meaningful to him.
And very on point with his character.
Very much so.
As
It's good
opposed
to
to
see.
like, yeah, you know, doctors cleared me. I'm ready to fight. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. I am so excited to talk about this next backstage exclusive.
Are you?
Oh, so excited.
Paige, she has backstage exclusive, and quote, she says, "I knew I was going to have people trying to come in my face."
And I didn't hear anything after that.
Yeah, no, we totally lost it.
Totally lost it.
She doesn't, but ultimately, the point of it, the point of the promo was she doesn't see Charlotte as a threat.
She said that she made history when she became the first NXT Women's Champion, and she doesn't see Charlotte.
It was a segment that
you could have retaped that.
Exactly. It was
Take two.
asking for a second take, and it ended kind of weird. It's like, get the camera out of my face. Okay, I'm gonna go.
How did no one catch that?
It was unfortunate.
Maybe that's how they're doing these backstage things. It's literally one take, so it is TMZ style. So they just do one take and that's it. That's why some of them are hit and miss.
There's some producer has to be like, Paige, we're gonna take that again. Couple notes.
Just one note.
Really
just one note.
She tried to fix it later. And
yeah, she rephrased it, and if she started out like that, it would have been like, oh, okay.
Right, I think that's how she was supposed to do it. She tried to fix it, and you can't unring that bell.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Oh, boy.
So
I hope that gets put on their YouTube site as like an NXT recap.
someone just needs to make a GIF of.
And then can we cut to like angry Ms. Girl? So like, no.
Or happy fanboy.
or the Brock Lesnar guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So, anyways,
God.
I love Paige though.
No, she's
no
great.
deserves her whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So let's talk about the last match of the night, the main event, Zayn versus Graves. Just crazy. There was a back body drop that was stalled that looked great. And then Zayn flying over the top rope, landed on Graves, looked like he had a little bit too much energy going into it. Or
Too much
force.
momentum.
Yeah.
He sort of went through Graves rather than down on top of him.
Yeah. Later in the match, I mean, Zayn just always sells so well, but especially tonight, selling that his concussion wasn't really cleared, even though it was medically cleared.
I mean, as far as we know, he had a concussion.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I saw that told me he was selling anything.
It was.
If this was a match, it was an incredibly believable match that drew you into it.
Yeah.
By the end of it, it was just drag out. They were landing just straight punches on each other and just crumbling, especially after they knocked
both of them.
heads.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that like so far one of the best matches on NXT all year, and it went like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It did. It was a slow start. Graves did not want to.
And I was I was not excited for this matchup completely.
Really?
Like I liked it, but I wasn't completely into it because of the build. And this match proved me wrong. I will say that this match proved me wrong. I mean, I loved both of them can work with anyone. They worked so well together tonight. I loved Graves pinned Zayn a couple times, but Zayn got his shoulder up, and then just the back and forth between it all. Then the exploder superplex into the corner.
Suplex, not suplex.
Sorry. And then, could we talk about the "We Love Headlocks" chant?
Headlock. Well, there was a lot of headlocks because Graves was
working on the
focusing
head.
They needed time,
on the head.
yeah.
It was
made
all
sense.
strategy.
And he didn't just do the same headlock over and over again. He kept amping it up just a little bit. By the end of it, he was completely torquing Zayn's head and literally putting his entire weight of his body on Zayn in that headlock. These smart sons of think they're so damn funny that they can't appreciate what's standing right in front of them.
Yeah.
They're watching poetry in motion and they're too busy waxing themselves. That's right, I stand by it. I stand by what I said.
Pull the page.
They're waxing off.
Zayn does the blue thunder bomb to Graves, but Graves kicks out. Then that's when they bash their heads into each other. The ref starts counting for both guys to get up, but they got up around 5. Zayn tries climbing to the top rope, but is off balance, which just, sold everything.
That was
Looked
the
so
beginning.
Could not make it up.
Just like, oh no.
Legs were
Stop the
gone.
match.
Rubber. less than rubber.
And just nothing there.
Yeah.
The Krispy Kreme eyes glazed
He was
over.
just like
Glazed.
looking ever. The ref kept checking on him, and then Corey Graves locks in the lucky number 13. Zayn didn't even phase Zayn. He was just so delirious at this point.
Gone. Didn't feel a thing.
Didn't feel a thing.
Nobody
didn't
home.
tap.
Out on his feet.
Yeah, the ref calls the match, and Zayn just continues to sell post-match. Medical staff comes out to check on him.
And then that's when he kind of wakes up and is like,
He's
wait, no, I didn't tap.
I didn't tap. Yeah.
I've seen that a lot in, UFC matches and boxing matches. A guy gets knocked out or TKO'd, as it were, and they prop him back up, and the guy goes, "What the hell, man? I wasn't out. I was fine. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I've seen it happen before, and it happened tonight.
And I mean, it's scary to see, like, you see somebody in the lucky number 13, like Yoshitatsu, just totally in just pure agony, but to be in such a mental state where you're just like.
I mean, I think it's crazy because we've seen guys on the main roster like Daniel Bryan and Ziggler actually continue matches with concussions.
And not
so
remember.
It seemed so realistic. That's
Your body
made it scary.
Your body has muscle memory, and it operates on that when the actual, basically functioning part of your brain knocks out. So you can function with a concussion. Fully function, you just have no idea what happened.
Yeah. And you might also not feel pain.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're out on your feet, then you're just out on your feet and you can't register anything that's happening. But you can still move
Yeah.
like a zombie.
So I wrote, "Get up" on my hands. Because I wanted Zayn to get up.
And he did. He would not stay down.
Yeah, no,
He would not stay down.
So this is definitely that gateway match to a much bigger, maybe maybe a submission match or something.
Yeah.
Submission match would be good.
Some sort of
Sure.
a bigger match with a higher build. Now that this is kind of like the middle of their build, and they can just go even higher from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Zayn at 100%. "Quote unquote 100%," then
I don't know what it's going to take to get him there. He's got another concussion. I don't know what it's going to take.
It's just going to be time. And it's going to be Graves being dominant against other people on the NXT roster.
But will Zayn basically say okay to the doctors and just sit it out? Because if he is as hot as we are over this match, he should be right back out there again.
He should say, "I want this match as soon as possible because I did not tap."
He might, like, if he's forced to sit up from doctor's orders, he might just lose it and attack Corey Graves, and then he might get suspended, which will have to keep him even more so.
He could just walk out to the ring one night in his gear and go, "I want to wrestle Corey Graves right now," and people have to forcibly remove him because he is so dead set and not medically cleared.
Yeah, for his own safety.
Yeah.
And that'll make him even more just like, no, like, stay down.
And the people will want to go, let him do it. Let him wrestle if he wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
But he's trying. He's going to kill himself. You can't just... Have you seen the wrestler? You can't just let this happen.
Please, not that ending for Sami Zayn, please.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
Yeah, no.
So what do you guys think overall of tonight's NXT?
There was a lot of solid action. It was good to see Brodus Clay back in his new... repackaged. We haven't seen him for a couple of months.
So do you think we're going to see him down at NXT more and not on the main roster yet, or do we think he's going to be in the 30-man match and WrestleMania?
I hope not. If they're setting him up for a match against Adrian Neville, he should be down here for at least a couple of months building towards that, because there's nobody else. I mean, we haven't heard from Bo since last week after he lost, if he's going to try to earn his way back up to the championship as well. But right now, Clay is the only person who has stated that his eyes are on the NXT championship. So I think it would lessen the importance of NXT if they had him appear on the other shows.
Yeah.
But at the same time, everyone is down there for WrestleMania weekend, and if they want him to wrestle in a match, the man's going to wrestle in a match. You cannot turn that down.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's depending upon what's scheduled and what will happen. Sometimes they're two different things. We'll see what happens.
I mean, there are 3 spots left in the Battle Royal that we don't know about.
I was going to ask, do you guys think that there's going to be another person from NXT debuting at the 30-man, or it's going to be just other people?
I was hoping that we would get an NXT match as a part of the pre-show.
Okay. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen
want it
either.
to, but I mean, they have that whole access thing going
Yeah.
on, so
Right.
they're going to have matches there.
Yeah, that's where the NXT folk are gonna
Unfortunately, it
be.
seems like most of the matches, the NXT matches, are going on while the Hall of Fame taping is going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is
So
that about?
it doesn't make much sense for, fans. They have to pick one or the other, and it seems like most people are honestly going to pick the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
It's an amazing
Induction
class
ceremony.
this year.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. Damn it.
So
But I think it would be amazing to put the NXT talent like if you put Adrian Neville and Bo on the pre-show, they get to be on that stage, and then to see where they will be next year, because how far Big E and how far the Shield and how far the Wyatts have come since NXT, like we literally have main event people judging from all of that, from all of those
Yeah.
people. We have main event people just chomping at the bit and waiting to go up there, and to see them in NXT and then the Revolution over a year at the same event, especially since it's going to be in California, it will be amazing. And I really hope that they get that opportunity more than just Access. Though Access is great, not to diss Access at all.
I think they should
That
bring
stage.
this product to the widest audience possible, and there are more people in New Orleans right now than at any other time. This
the
is
widest audience.
well,
It's a Fat Tuesday joke.
ha. I'm not joking.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that was for.
So, you guys excited for WrestleMania?
Oh, I'm very excited for WrestleMania. And actually, tomorrow on AfterBuzz TV, we're going to have our prediction show.
Yes.
That I'm going to be representing NXT there, and it's going to be Christian Tom. I don't know. I don't know
Maybe
if
Kaori, maybe Rome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We're still finalizing everybody that's going to be on the show,
Yes.
but it's going to be
But
great.
everyone's predictions will be on there. So
All
you can
right,
tune
I better
in.
get that done then, because
Yes.
I won't be on the show. I'm going up to Wrestle in Portland, Oregon on Saturday for the West Coast Wrestling Connection at the Bob White Theater in Portland.
Cool.
Yeah, happy to be on TV. Love the TV.
Awesome. Well, until next week, I'm sure you guys will all enjoy WrestleMania. But where can they find you guys?
Well, I'm on Twitter at True Hobo.
And I'm at Twitter on Soapbox Mark. I thought you were going to plug, and you can
I
also
plugged
find
it
him
up.
at ProWrestlingTees.com/Hobo.
Right.
And you can find
I have
both of us
shirts.
at YouTube.com/SoapboxCarTV, where we will be defending this belt.
Yes.
Pretty, ain't it?
And you
You
can-
want it, I know you do.
Beautiful. I love it.
You can find me on Twitter at Cathy Kelley. You can find all of us here on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. So until next week, we hope you enjoy WrestleMania. Find us on Twitter, and we will see you next Thursday.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.